and welcome to another vlog. And again, we're at Linea and we're on St John's. We have managed to get on the point swims. We had a walk round when we got here earlier on. There's a couple of lads sat in here and they said they were going this afternoon, so we've watched the water for a bit and we saw two shows, probably in the middle bowl area. We had a walk around Harlwick, didn't see a single show. B1 and B2 were shut, unfortunately. So we booked to these swims. Rod's just gone on, so I'm in the left-hand side of the two spit swims. I don't know what peg number it is, but I'm on the left-hand side of it. I'm 24 wraps out, probably about 3 rod lengths off the margin. That's where I've seen the fish showing. So 10 bombs, 2 rods out at the minute. I've got one on a OG fish wafter, and I've got one on OG fish wafter, topped with about 10 maggots. So it's like a bit of a Medusa rig. So that's how we get on. I'm just debating what to do with the third rod, whether to put a zig on or whether to cast a solid bag out. So I'm just waiting to see if there's any more shows. I know Gav's got his 3 rods in, he's got 2 on the zig, so if one of his zigs go, I'll put a zig out. But at the minute, just fishing 2, and I'm just deciding what to do with that third rod yet, whether to stick it in the margin or puck chuck it with a solid bag or a zig. So fingers crossed, we're in for a few bites, we're here for a couple of nights. So shall we get on? Fingers crossed, we'll have some fish.
Well, here we are, me and Mikey. We are on St John's. I know Mikey's just said his tactic, what he's doing, so I just thought I'd talk you through mine. St John's, we had a good walk around, but we did book it, the point swim, pretty quick because the lads were going at dinner time. Yes, we've seen a few shows. It's pretty barren around Henman Hill, Shallow End, Road Bank. There was a guy that went there straight away and jumped straight on one of them swims. The whole of the right hand social bank has gone, and I think there's 2 people turned up on there now. So there's 2 over on Road Bank, 2 on social bank, 2 in Henman Hill, not Henman Hill, the channel, and then me and Mikey on the point. So it's relatively quiet considering it's Linea, but it is a Sunday. So we're here for 48 hours, and the lad who was in here before me had 2 runs on zigs. So late on yesterday they had 2 runs, lost them both unfortunately. Carp and a catfish, both on zigs. So my tactics got to be 1 on the bottom, little bit of bait, and then 2 zigs. I'm fishing at 26 wraps towards the telegraph pole. A little bit of crushed boilie and corn, a little bit of flake maize, nice bit of liquid in there. I've only given 7 bombs to start off with, just to put a little bit of attraction out there. I might top that up later on today, but at the moment I'm just going to watch the water, lock on, see if they're showing on my spot, see how far I need to be, if I need to move, chuck bags out. I'll let them tell me what they want to do, but for the time being, judging on how the other lad got on, it is 2 zigs and a double corn on the bottom. So let's see how we go. Happy days.
Good morning, just a really quick introduction for the morning. So last night was very, very slow, not a beep. Mikey's not had a beep, the guy next to us not had a beep. So last night was not a good night. They were showing, but they were showing past my spot. I haven't heard anybody's alarm go, so it's not looking good first thing this morning. We're gonna ring some changes, get some zigs on. It's meant to be sunshine all day. If you see any shows, throw some bags at them. Do what you need to do to try and pinch a bite. I think that's what it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be big bed of bait and hauling. I think it's just going to be trying to nick a bite. So zigs, solid bags. Let's see what we can do. I'll keep you updated. Say it's only 6:45, first light. I'll keep you updated as we go through, and fingers crossed we can pinch one. But it is a beautiful morning. So I had my first coffee, I'm ready to go.
So that's come out of the blue. Put a little bit of maggot will pop up, 15 maggots on top, on the bottom, and then I put 2 spoms of just
crumb and corn over the top of it. It's gone. Just well out the blue. Right, took that rod out. Getting it close now. I think I've tethered my other line, so I'm trying to be very careful. I can see the fish, but I do think I'm tethered in the other line. So it looks like a common, so fingers crossed we can land it. Mate, it's towing that line.
There she comes. Yes! Good fish that is. Whoa. Common.
It's just landed first fish. It's wiped every single one of my rods out, but it's a fish, it's fishing hard, so we'll get it out, we'll have a look, get some pictures, and then we'll get the rods back out. Happy days. Just going to transfer the fish to the sling before I take it out. Just roll it across the top. Pick it up. Just make sure all the fins are okay. Both sides. Let's get it out of the water. Just shift this net out a minute. First fish for me. It's 25 pound on the nose. See where she beats me up on the net. But absolutely buzzing with this. First fish of the trip. See if she calms down for a minute. There she is. 25 pound on the nose. Happy days. It's fishing hard, so any fish is welcome. Let's get a couple of pictures, let's get it back. There she is. 25 on the nose. Let's get it back. Get it. Just got the rods back on the spot. All three on maggot rigs. And then literally 2 spombs over the top. And we've managed to get a quick bite. So daytime bites aren't normally going well on here, but it's number 2. Let's concentrate. It's going left at the minute. So I'm just going to make sure I get this landed. Let's get the rod back out.
There she comes. Oh, no. Not this time. There she comes. There she comes. And she's in.
Get in.
That is an absolute chunk of a fish.
Get in.
Wow. What a beast. Right. Let's get that rod back out.
Scraper 30. Absolutely buzzing with this one. It's been quiet this morning, managed to pinch a couple of bites, a couple of fish showing. But not over a little bit of bait. But check that bad boy out. Scraper 30. Couple of on a maggot rig. Happy days. Well,
Can't believe it. Just having some food. Fishing again.
Literally just got Mikey's bagel done. Just putting me a bagel on. Just put 5, I've left it for a bit. And then I've just put 5 spoms out over the rods. Left it for 15 minutes after spomming. Away it's gone. So I think it's small quantity of bait over little Medusa maggot rigs seems to be the one. So all you do now, let's repeat the process. Once we get this rod back out, 5 spoms, let's see if we can materialise a few more bites. Happy days, buzzing.
Well, Gav's just sitting in the net. Mine rips off. It looks like I've got a big tench. Oh well, they're all welcome. I have the tench. Well, it's not the fish we come for, but that is an unbelievably big tench. Absolutely massive. Not what we're coming for, but I'll have one of them. Thank you very much. Number 3, and we're looking at just under £20.
Fish number 3 for me. These maggot rigs are going down a treat. So this one came just after about 10 minutes after about 4 or 5 spawns. So they seem to be responding to a little bit of bait, not a lot. 15 maggots on a little maggot rig, popped up with a pop up. There we go. Fish just under £20 this one. Let's get some pictures. He's not happy. Let's get some pictures and get it back.
So as you've seen, guys, it's turned out to be quite a good session. Gav's had managed to get 3 now, and I've had that tench. I know it's not the fish we're after, but it was massive. It's the biggest tench I've ever had, so I wasn't too disappointed with that. So it's coming to about 4 o'clock now, about 4:15. We've probably got about half hour, 45 minutes max of light left. Yesterday they just started showing about this time, so hopefully we'll get some shows. They'll show us where they are, and hopefully we'll have some bites through the night. We had nothing last night. We've had day bites tonight, so fingers crossed. We're in for a few bites tonight. See how we go. We're just about to bring the rods back in, redo them, get them out, get some fresh rigs on, and hopefully drop on some fish.
Morning. It's a beautiful morning down here today. These winter sunrises are incredible. Not much to report through the night, but both nights that we've been here now have been absolutely dead. The fish are showing, the fish are out there, but they're just not biting. I've tried zigs, tried bottom baits, tried bags. I think Mikey's tried everything that you can possibly think of to try and pinch a bite. But luckily for me, obviously I managed 3 yesterday. All came off little pop-ups with topper maggots, 15 maggots, red maggots. But initially I'm only putting sort of like 2-3 spoms over the top, and then I'm leaving it. So not giving them much bait. They don't want much at the minute. If you come and sign St. John's soon, don't give them a lot of bait. We've seen people who turn up and spod loads out and they're not doing very well. But I've had 3 fish up to £30, so really can't complain about that. And we've still got half the day to go. So fingers crossed. Get another coffee on, warm up a bit, see if we can get a few fish.
By the time we 28, 29 pounds will be 30.
Yeah, of course.
Just a little update. We're now at just after 10 o'clock. Unfortunately, nothing's materialised as of yet, but my first bites came this time yesterday, and then I had 3 within a couple of hours, so we've got a couple of hours left. Fingers crossed, even if one just pops up, I'll be happy. But rods are on the dance floor, nice and tight. Right hand rod's just off the spot, 2 are tight on the spot. I'm fishing 26 wraps towards the telegraph post. So that seems to be, I'm just off the back of a gravel spot. So the gravel's at about 25 to 25 and a half, and then just off the back of it at 26. Just in this, it's nice and smooth. So that's the spot I went for. But fingers crossed, we can pick one up before we leave. You never know. Worst time of the session. Pack down. So pack down has begun. Let's start getting everything put away. Still a chance while the rods are out, but unfortunately we are definitely into last knock-ins. So we're into the last hour of the trip. It's been a successful one, got to say. 3 fish, up to £30. We'll definitely take that in the current fishing conditions. And on St John's, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on. That is it, and that's including us. So when we go soon, there'll be 3 people on St John's. That's how hard it's fishing. But you've got to be in it to win it. Box common's not going to catch itself. So slow pack down. We'll give you an update when everything's packed away in the van, if we don't get a fish before.
That's it, session's over. Gareth managed with 3, I've ended up with 1 tench, so technically it's blank. But, last get past. Anyway, regardless, it's been an enjoyable trip. We can probably back out December time, probably for a day session at our local club water. But until then, probably January, February. See you then.